decimals with Mrs. Miller. Okay, so 1/10 as a fraction means 1 shaded out of 10. 10/100ths is the equivalent fraction in hundredths instead of tenths. So today you're going to learn some places with place value that are to the right of the decimal, which are the tenths, hundredths, and thousandths place. Okay, so today I hope that when we're done, you can say, I can say and write decimals in expanded form. I can also identify place values throughout the thousands. Thousandths. Notice the THS. That's different from thousands. This is thousandths. Let's talk about why it's important to be able to say a decimal. So, first off, decimal means 10. If you are wanting to say properly decimals out loud, you can hear it sounds just like a fraction. Okay, so 0.1 as a decimal is the same as 1/10 in a fraction, and written in words is 1/10. Notice the TH sound. 2/10 as a decimal, because a 2 is in the tenths place. 2/10 as a fraction. 3/10, 3/10, 3/10. 4/10. 4/10 as a fraction. 4/10 as a decimal. 5/10, 5/10, 5/10. 6/10 in words, 6/10 written as a fraction. 6 in the 10th spot, or 0.6 for the decimal. 7/10, 7/10, or you can say this decimal like 7/10, and then you automatically hear the fraction. 8/10, 8/10, 8/10, 9/10, 9/10. 1 whole, 10/10, or 1 with a decimal and a 0 behind it. You don't technically have to have those to show 1 whole, but you can to represent that the whole goes to the left side of the decimal. And with decimals, you also have hundredths. So 100 as a fraction, 1/100th as a decimal here. So I wanted to show you kind of an easy way to remember decimal place value. And I want you to think of easy as 1, 2, 3. Okay. So right here we have what's called our decimal. And to the left of the decimal, we have what's called our whole numbers. So let's just say 7 is our whole number. And I'm wondering, how much is a 7 in the ones place worth? Well, that's our ones place, so it's worth 7 ones. Okay, but when we give to the right side of the decimal, we have tenths, hundredths, and thousandths. But you might be thinking, how am I ever going to remember? So it's easy as 1, 2, 3. Have you heard the song ABC? It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Okay, so easy as 1, 2, 3. Watch what I'm gonna do here. Here's my decimal. Easy as what? 1. Easy as 1, 2, 3. So start at your decimal. Move to the right. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Now put a number 1 before those. And then also go ahead and put a 1 on top. This represents 1/10. That's a 1 in the 10ths place. This is your hundredths place. See the fraction, 1 over 100, 1/100th. Then 1/1000th. So if you're wondering which place value do I call this, just remember it's easy as 1, and then put 2 circles here for the fraction to help you know what it is as a decimal. And then 1/1000th written as a fraction. Ready? How much is shaded? Give the decimal. In this 10 scripts, 10 frame, there are 10 rectangles altogether. How many of those are shaded? Give the decimal. 4 out of 10 or 4/10. What about this one? Give the decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 7/10. So that means I'm going to have 0.7 or a 7 in the 10ths place, or 7/10. Remember, going back to this place here, if you have a number on that value, it's in the 10ths place. How much is shaded? Give the decimal. Are you thinking 9/10 or 0.9 or 9/10 as a fraction? So you're correct. It's at the hundredths place. Notice the TH. 1/100ths as a fraction is equal to 0.01, or a 1 in the hundredths place. And this is the hundredths. HUNDREDTHS. Tenths and thousandths. The thousandths place. So 1 out of 1,000, 100, 1/10. Okay. Write the following as a decimal, 7/10. Well, as a decimal, that's 0.7 or 7/10. 7/100ths. We have 7 in the hundredths place. 0.07. 5/10 is the same as 5 in the 10ths place. 50/100ths is the same as 5/10. 4/10 is the same as 4/10, written as a decimal, or 0.4. 43/100 is 0.43, or a 43 in the hundredths place. Which is bigger? 5/10 or hundredths? They are both the same. Which is bigger? 6/10 or 9/100ths. This is like saying 6 dimes or 6 tenths, or 9 pennies, which is worth more. 6 cents. I'd rather have 6 dimes than 9 pennies. A couple more. Which is the greater or the bigger number? 1 6/100 or 1 30/10? Well, 1 3/10 is the greater number. If you're looking from the whole number going to the right, you can see that the 3 in the tens place is worth more than a 0 in the tens place. So this would be like $1.30. This would be like $1.06. Hopefully this hasn't been too long of a video. I just want you to know the importance of saying a decimal number like you would normally say a fraction. It helps when converting back and forth from the two. So a number written with a decimal point represents part of a whole, like a fraction. Each digit in a decimal number has a place value. What is the value of the 5? 5 ones. What is the value of the 2? 2 tenths. What is the value of the 9? 9 hundredths. Can you write the value of each digit in words and numbers, decimal numbers or fractions? So 7 5/100ths. That's how it's written here as a decimal number. 7 5/100ths, written as a fraction. 7 5/100. 7 5/100ths. So we have 321 2 tenths. Put that into a fraction, that would be the whole number, 321 2 tenths. Okay. Last one, which digit is in the hundredths place in this number? 607 91 hundredths. If you said E, you were correct. Let's have one more ticket out the door encore. Which digit is in the thousandths place in this number? 671 and 817 thousandths. Which number is in the thousandths place? If you said B, that is not quite correct. Hold on. Which digit is in the thousandths place in this number? 607, 817 thousandths. The actual correct number, after I went back and fixed it, is the 7. So the 7 here is in the thousandths place. The 8's in the tenths. The one is in the hundredths. The 7 is in the thousandths place. Okay, have a great day. Hope you learned something new about turning decimals to fractions and fractions back to decimals.